upstairs and hanging out with the guys and doing the same thing. Max Lord would then go on to state, I and a couple other
that has to be an exaggeration, right? Wouldn't 20 perks a day like kill you much sooner? I'm not super knowledgeable on perks, but that sounds like an absurd amount per day. I'm curious on how this all went down.
Yeah, 9 minutes inside the Atlantic airport. They got a guy seizing in here.
This would be the call that unfortunately marked the end of Juice WRLD's life. Just hours prior, he was seen on Instagram joking around and having fun with his entourage in a private jet en route to Chicago. However, whilst on board, the relaxed environment would transform into a state of panic after Juice WRLD also learned that, according to the original leaked case incident report, members of the Gang Investigation Federal Task Force were waiting for them to land at the airport so they could conduct a cannabis/weapons investigation. How did law enforcement know that Juice WRLD would be carrying illegal contraband upon landing?
They probably just
Did it
watched
have
his
something to do
Instagram
with his
stories.
girlfriend's meth trafficking charge from 2 years prior, or the death of another Chicago rapper from only 6 days beforehand? Was his death a result of trying to avoid jail time upon landing, or simply an unexpected overdose at the most coincidental time possible? Some conspiracy theories posit that Juice WRLD isn't even dead at all, some of which being supported by a surprising amount of evidence. Regardless, one thing was for certain as
a tweet like that isn't really compelling evidence. That's absolutely just one of those things that, you know, you post as a joke. Like, you remember when one of those Malaysian airlines went missing and the person said, if the plane goes missing, this is what it looks like, and then it actually went missing? That's just one of those things that people will post, like one of the
evidence. Regardless, what do you expect if I'm a young dude that really loves music, really looks up to these artists? I didn't have a man giving me no type of guidance. My father wasn't in my life like that. So listening to this grown-ass man rap about lean, I'm like, well, that sounds really appealing.
You always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous and rich?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key due to music. The second song I've ever heard by Future, Dirty Sprite, like off the first Dirty Sprite mixtape, had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old. Bro.
2 to 3 years later, Juice found himself getting involved with harder substances.
I ran into some Percocets my freshman year, 14, 15 years old, 13, 14.
However, despite showing his knowledge about how bad these drugs were, Juice was unable to stop his addiction.
Your mind could
it's addiction.
But your body is dependent, so it's like it could tear you apart.
It's a battle.
His music often referenced needing to take these substances as a coping mechanism for what his girlfriend explained to be an anxious, overactive, fast-paced mind.
I deal with anxiety and depression just because you got money. Money is the answer to certain problems, but it is not the answer to those type of problems.
In the months leading up to his death, Juice's drug problem appeared to have gotten worse.
We calculated it up.
Exit Prime
like
Gabby.
Over 20 pills a day he was doing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Juice's recording engineer Max Lord would state in a GQ interview, we were all starting to be on his case a lot more about the amount of pills he was taking. He was hiding and compartmentalizing how much he was doing with different people. He'd come into the studio room and act like he hasn't gotten high at all that day and do a certain amount in there before I tell him, bro, no, chill. Then he was going upstairs and hanging out with the guys and doing the same thing. Max Lord would then go on to state, I and a couple other
that has to be an exaggeration, right? Wouldn't 20 perks a day like kill you much sooner? I'm not super knowledgeable on perks, but that sounds like an absurd amount per day. Surely with tolerance? Yeah, I guess you could have like a super high tolerance to it, but goddamn.
With all this in mind, it's hardly surprising to hear that when Juice WRLD and his 8-person entourage would pull up to the plane, they were carrying an otherworldly amount of illegal narcotics. The group had shown up to the chartered private jet over 3 hours late, according to FlightAware's plane tracker. However, during the Into the Abyss Juice WRLD HBO show, his cousin Sean Bailey would state that they were actually 6 hours late, before going on to mention that the pilot was in a foul mood as a result of the delay. The advantage of chartering a private jet is that once everyone is inside the plane, you can take off instantly. There's no waiting around, as is the case with a commercial flight. However, after the group boarded the plane located in Van Nuys, California, they sat around for approximately 15 minutes without leaving, stating that something felt off.
The pilot was acting weird, the stewardess lady was acting weird, and I just felt something off. I got up to like, yo, we should leave. You know what I mean? I got up and walked to the door and then like, to see if the cars were still there, and I'm like, because I was gonna be like, yo, let's just go off this plane right now. Like, something's not right.
The details are foggy, but this seems to have been the time during which the pilot of the flight notified law enforcement in Chicago about the contraband on board. This move has since proven to be incredibly controversial online, with rappers such as Boosie as well as Juice's girlfriend claiming that the pilot's snitching had resulted in Juice's eventual death.
I've lost two of the most important people in my life because of snitches.
However, others such as this lawyer on Twitter stated the pilot was trafficking drugs and guns involuntarily and wanted to go home to his family. This is in no way his fault.
That's such a weird way of passing blame. To blame the pilot, who is just like a normal dude who was probably panicking because of guns and drugs on a plane that he's flying. That's so fucked up. I don't know. It's just like an old dude with a plane. It is not his fault at all. Just like, there's fucking guns here. I don't know what's going on. There's no way this guy even knew who Juice WRLD was. For all he knew, this could have been some kind of like cartel shit or something. That's kind of fucked to place any kind of blame on that pilot who's just a normal fucking dude.
Other theories posit the law enforcement planned on searching Juice's jet, as only 5 days prior, the FBI had arrived in Chicago to investigate a gang-related murder of another rapper going by the name of Shooter Shells. Shooter Shells had released a diss track just prior to his death, aimed at a rival gang distantly related to Juice WRLD's record label. So it is possible that the searching of Juice's jet had been a result of suspected gang activity, considering the official police report does mention that the search was for cannabis/weapons. Regardless of the motive behind the search, one thing was for sure: the agents weren't leaving Chicago airport until the plane had been searched in its entirety, which would be relayed to those on the plane as they flew toward Chicago.
Everything was normal and everything was fine, and once we started getting closer to Chicago and we started getting service on our phones, our security guard, Hen, texted the group chat and was basically like, cops are here and they have a dog.
This would be the point at which Juice WRLD took an unspecified but assumed high quantity of Percocet pills. The motive for this, according to the popular mainstream media narrative, was so Juice could avoid drug charges upon landing. And while this idea makes sense as a surface level theory, many prominent individuals believe it to be incorrect and fabricated to make the story more interesting when reported. For example, Chris Long, Juice's videographer, who had been a part of the entourage on the final plane ride, took to Twitter stating, "Jay did not swallow a bunch of pills because the police were at the airport. He gave no Fs about them being there. He could have flushed them down the toilet if he cared. Jay was just hooked bad. The amount he took daily was absurd, and he hid how much he took from mostly everyone. Everyone around him tried really hard to get him to slow down. When he agreed to rehab, it was because he wanted to lower his tolerance. He didn't want to stop."
Oh, Juice knew the cops were coming, so took a handful of pills. And like, that's not what happened. I'm like, Juice did drugs, yes. You know what I mean? But he didn't try to hide them, or he knew he wasn't going to get in trouble. He had people around him that are going to take care of.
Other individuals furthered this claim, such as Adam22 from the No Jumper podcast, who had been close with Juice WRLD in the lead up to his death.
I wonder to what extent that story is maybe different. It seems kind of so silly to just take a bunch of pills when it's like, if you were really getting busted with a bunch of illegal stuff, a handful of perks is not going to make a dent in the case.
Perhaps Juice took a high dosage to a... According to the official case incident report, a police canine dog then entered lobby, began search, and immediately indicated a positive alert.
Why didn't they Narcan him? I'm sure they tried.
The dog then left and re-entered lobby for search of second cart. Canine immediately alerted on a suitcase on the second cart. Upon opening the first bag, ROs discovered a large amount of vacuum-sealed green leafy substance, suspected cannabis, and when they say large amount, they mean large amount. Juice WRLD and his entourage had packed a total of 70 pounds of cannabis into their suitcases in preparation for Juice's birthday, which had been scheduled for the night after he would die.
This weekend, we're going to Chicago to celebrate his birthday. It was just his birthday the other day, but we're going this weekend, Saturday. We're flying out there. We're gonna have a birthday party with his mom and family and friends and stuff like that from out there, so.
However, the sheer amount of substances held by the group has spawned a list of alternate theories about why they had been transporting such a high quantity in their luggage. One theory, which to be fair sounds a little far-fetched, is that the drugs were for Juice WRLD's girlfriend to sell after they had arrived in Chicago. The theory having come about after a user named Squirt Reynolds would tweet, "Ali Lottie, Juice WRLD's girlfriend before he passed, is a high-profile drug dealer and may have contributed to him passing away," a thread which contained a document showing that Ali had apparently been to court in 2017 for the importation of methamphetamine. With me, look it up, look into it, ha 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 ha. I can't help ya, I ain't losing sleep over it, ah ha ha ha. Look.
Oh, I don't like her. Holy shit, what the fuck? Is she... what does she do? Is she like an artist or something? What an absolutely miserable sounding tweet that was. Jesus Christ. That's actual Looney Tunes kind of shit. It was his girlfriend. Yeah, but she has to be more than that because she's verified. But, so, like, does she do anything besides just being Juice WRLD's girlfriend? It's a genuine question, Matt. I'm wondering if she stood on her own 2 feet or not. That's all. Well, he's dead.
Was.
Oh, yeah, okay. So she is a model and drug dealer then.
problem with this theory is that when you read the legal documents a little more carefully, it states the defendant is hereby committed to the custody of the United States Bureau of Prisons to be imprisoned for a term of 30 months. If Ali Lottie had been convicted to a 2.5-year sentence in August 2017, how was she posting photos of herself outside in late 2017 when she was supposed to be in prison? A 2.5-year prison sentence beginning in August 2017 would also imply that Ali Lottie's entire relationship with Juice WRLD took place while she was behind bars, which clearly wasn't. During the search, Jared A. Higgins, aka Juice WRLD, began to have a medical emergency. It appeared that Higgins was suffering from a seizure. Arrows asked of Higgins if he suffered from any medical issues and if he had ingested any drugs. Leon related that Higgins did not have any medical conditions and that Higgins takes Percocet and has a drug problem. As a result, police would administer 2 shots of Narcan to stop the overdose. However, the rest of the group would go on to state that it didn't seem like the police cared about the fact that Juice was having a seizure.
It seemed like all the cops there just didn't give a shit. Like they sat there very nonchalantly and like Ali's screaming to call 911.
Following the realization that Juice WRLD was overdosing, he'd be rushed to the Advocate Christ Medical Center before being pronounced dead at 3:14 a.m., with the autopsy ruling the cause and manner of death to be oxycodone and codeine toxicity/accident. And while this would tragically mark the end of Juice WRLD's life, it will begin a string of conspiracy theories which put forward the idea that Juice WRLD wasn't really dead.
I may sound crazy, but please listen up. I don't believe Juice WRLD's dead.
Okay.
Those who believe the conspiracy reference tweets such as this one from 2017, which read, "My goal is to get overly famous, shine for a couple years, then fake my death." In the song Legends, Juice would write, "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21," which was certainly interesting considering Juice had died only 6 days after his 21st birthday. This was accompanied by him mentioning that he felt like John Lennon in the song All Girls Are the Same, which many consider to be further evidence for the conspiracy since they both died on the same day of the year, December 8th. In addition to this, an artist by the name of Clever, who had collaborated with Juice WRLD in the past, would release an album titled Crazy in early 2021, with the first letter of each song on the album spelling out the sentence, Juice WRLD is alive. So if he wasn't dead, where had he gone? Well, the main theory is that Juice WRLD's currently living in the Bahamas. This theory began after he posted
That is always the theory. Like, Tupac's in Cuba right now. I just saw Tupac eating lunch in downtown Miami. Like, how do people actually believe that? I will never get how people genuinely believe those kind of fucking conspiracies. Blows my goddamn mind.
That Juice died. It's probably important not to give these conspiracy theories too much attention, as the ludicrousy of them could probably be seen as disrespectful to those who had to witness Juice's unfortunate passing, and the emotion shared by those in his inner circle is almost certain evidence for his tragic death at 3:14 a.m. on the 8th of December 2019.
Has any celebrity ever faked their death? That's a great question, and one that I'll think about while I'm taking a shit. Give me 1 sec. There was an article that said they're looking to sell their company. Ubisoft is? Ubisoft is reportedly up for sale. Damn, Bloomberg's got all the hot drops. Okay, so they're considering it. It's not like they're actually actively pursuing a buyout or anything, I don't think. I feel bad for whoever decides to pull the trigger on that. Bloomberg is 50% awful story takes and 50% insane story drops. Yeah, I don't know what else they do, but all of the hottest drops have come from Bloomberg recently, I guess. Charlie, buy it? Yeah, I'll give them like $100 or something if they're interested. I remember growing up, Ubisoft made or contributed to a few good games, but selling out. I'm curious. Let's look up their most recent games and their sales. Surely they're not struggling that much. They've always been really good with microtransactions. They always get whales in their games. Let's see. In 2022 alone, they've got Roller Champions, which, you know, everyone's playing. This is going to be a big one, I bet. What is this? What the fuck is Roller Champions?
What's up, guys, and welcome to a brand...
Oh, it's T. Martin.
The right trigger press to skate.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Use the left stick.
I actually just watched his apology video like a week ago. It started floating around Reddit again.
Touch the ball to grab it.
Looks a little laggy. So where do you score? Man, what the fuck is this? This reminds me of that old movie, was it Roller Blade? Anyone remember this one? I actually used to love this movie. Oh, Rollerball. It was Rollerball. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because Rollerball, this movie, was kind of fucking hype, and it had that same premise of like a deadly game on roller skates. I doubt it's aged very well, though. Boomer sport? Yeah, kind of a boomer sport. Where's the 2002 one? Oh, here it is.
No.
Back when trailers were this long. Yeah, it's like half the fucking movie. Fuck, I need to play that. Or watch that again. We go from that high octane early 2000s energy to this. Woo! Yeah. But this is extremely similar to what we just watched. Okay, so Ubisoft obviously gonna crush it there. Oh, they're bringing back Rocksmith? New Mario Rabbids. Don't really care. I don't really like Mario Rabbids. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Upcoming open world action adventure based on James Cameron's Avatar films. They're actually bringing back movie tie-in games. Ubisoft must really be desperate. Trailer. Look it up on YouTube. I doubt there's a trailer for this. Oh, I'm wrong. This comes directly from Ubisoft. You know, Avatar 2 is gonna have Vin Diesel. Hype. I mean, I knew it was gonna be open world since that's all Ubisoft makes now, and I guarantee it's a lot of like Liberating Outpost style gameplay, like every other fucking Ubisoft game ever made. I swear, Ubisoft just gives all of their developers Far Cry 3's bones and forces them to make skins for it. The game looks really visually good though. Avatar 2 releasing? I have no idea. My friend is working on this, and trust me, the most important part of that statement was cut out. Trust me, it sucks. Trust me, it's good. Trust me, what? Sorry. I forgot. I had it really loud for Rollerball. Can't wait to do 50 stealth missions to progress the story. I'm more excited about liberating outposts from the evil military. Avatar 2 is coming out in December 2022. James Cameron confirmed 4 new sequels all the way up until 2028. Yeah, I know he filmed all of them together, but I highly doubt they're going to be on a reliable schedule. How was Riders Republic? I never played it. Was it good? Looking like the consensus. Put some passion behind it, Valentino. Karate chop that shit. Do animals not get mad? Like, come on, get fucking angry. Oh.
Valentino was found alone in a forest as a baby after his mum was killed.
Just let him live there. Crack coconuts for him every day. I mean, it's not hard.
Nearby,
I've never cracked a coconut, but it looks easy.
2 are incremental.
Just steal. That's highly viable.
3-year-old Benny has a more laid
Benny!
exercising his jaws as his powerful teeth scrape the coconut shell.
Yeah, Benny's real dumb.
He doesn't even flinch as Meryl helps herself to his leftovers.
Well, yeah, why does he care? He's done with it. What is he gonna do, fight her for it?
Hey there, cupcakes.
What's up, Bubba?
We're gonna make egg salad. I know. Everybody and their mother's brother and son and cousin can make it, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Well, video thing.
Bubba, just make me the fucking egg salad, bro.
Boil up a bunch of eggs.
Perfect.
And oh shit! Hey, stop it!
Bubba's not drunk.
Look, we got two that
He's
are
cross-faded on flavors, baby.
You have to lightly and delicately
beat the shit out of them.
Smush them. So grab your fork or whatever at hand and
there it is, my man. Straight primal on him.
Done with that.
Sorry, Bubba.
Us. Who's us? Anyways.
Didn't mean to be so intimidating. You know, I'm a little big. I get
Now,
you.
The only other processing part you gotta do is you gotta get a knife.
Oh, is that a CS:GO knife skin?
I'm safe. I got me some new cool knives.
That is cool.
Pretty. Look at.
That's pretty cool.
Sharp, very sharp. Our what is that? Our
celery.
Celery.
Yeah. Culinary surgeon.
Finely. And then once you got that, then
come on, Bubba, you got this, baby. One of my favorite ingredients in an egg salad is an old man's beard, so this is great.
Kat, my wife.
Hey, Mrs. Bubba.
She's silly and she's not making it, so I'm making it. I like sweet relish. What's that?
I love YouTube chefs and their mayonnaise. Come on, Bubba.
On here. That's just goofy.
Get in there. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that sounds nasty.
Sounds good.
It's on there.
It's the sound of flavor.
Stop farting. Come on.
It's a real boss battle we got going on here.
Are you with me or get me here? Okay, I think. Okay.
I think that's just enough.
Okay, we'll stop right there. Okay.
All right, Bubba.
Put some of that in.
There. That's
just enough to give it a little flavor.
Yep, that was just enough to get a hint of mustard. I think. I like Bubba's cooking show.
As well. You grab a fork.
Yeah.
And you take it, and you realize it's missing something. What's it missing?
Being cooked.
Some sriracha.
Ah, that too.
Excuse me. Let's put that in there. Kind of optional, okay?
Yeah, I figured. No, I had a suspicion it was optional. Hang in there, Bubba. We have to finish the sriracha egg salad. Pour some whiskey in your eyes. Are we still going, Bubba?
If you're gonna buy anything from Amazon, hit that link down below.
Oh, no. I don't need your oinkin baiter or whatever you were fucking talking about. That sounds like a pretty good recipe. I might have to try that. I don't know where the sriracha comes into play. I didn't even notice he used it, to be honest. Could have been anything. Wow, this looks like a snuff film. This? ASMR is ASMR from 7 years ago? This is a fucking pioneer. Oh, this video's a joke, I see.
Share, watch.
This guy was so far ahead of his time.
Watch my clips. I put a lot of time into making this for you, so now it's good.
Did ASMR even exist in 2013?
I can't read the clips, so... Alright, now...
It's pretty cool.
Well, that's probably close enough that we're gonna get to be closing enough to be able to have a chip dust finger bath. There's no obstructions to my path when I do this chip dust finger bath. Oh, yeah.
It's like a satanic ritual. Is he wearing a wig or is that his real hair?
And I gotta comb my hair. Yo, you got a brush with you, man? I gotta comb my hair.
That has to be a fucking wig,
How about
right?
that pick you got?
Just, yeah, I'd say just get in there and tell me what you think of the burger.
So yeah,
holy
so it came
shit!
Up to $9 and something cents for the triple, and I bought the combo. Came up to almost $12.
That's a food people eat. What the fuck is that?
$2 right there. All right, look at how juicy that is. Can't wait to bite into this.
A triple stacked burger pat?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on in this car?
Is Big Papa talking about, not me.
What the fuck is going on with the guy over here?
Is basically
he's ruining the review.
Potatoes right here.
What, is it good?
A lot of weirdos around here. I know.
Yeah, they're the weirdos. Everyone outside of this car, not inside. That's not where the weirdos are. What is this, a mukbang or a review?
What else is good around here? Alright, so this thing is good, right?
It's like tapping into the worst conversation between two NPCs ever.
Give me some of that burger.
This is the worst fucking review of anything I've ever seen in my life.
Now I'm trying to eat my burger. Now I'm trying to eat my burger.
What is going on?
Now Well, nah, who the hell is calling me right now?
Unless you give me.
Is that a phone call or did they just ignite a taser in there?
Alright, so
what the fuck is going on?
Hey man, I'm making a video.
Tell him to come in.
Come on, guys. Now I gotta edit this damn video, which I wasn't planning to do.
Yeah, you did a great job of editing it.
Extra work on my butt now.
Yeah, real shame.
I'm only halfway through this damn burger.
Yeah, Review Bra's got some real competition here. And he's taking little baby bites. Christ. I can't stop watching. What the fuck is this thing? Exit Tier 1 Valentine. The Prime Wolf and Dracarian.
Carjack. Hold on a second, lady.
No,
Can you please
nothing I'm saying. Can you listen? Can you give me a better phone?
No.
Oh, we have a guest reviewer coming in.
I can't do that.
Please, Papa, please.
No. Hello, whoever's out there, get his eyes over here. Let's get this lady out of here. No, I can't.
Give her a bite of the bacon burger so we can get her input, please. An unbiased third-party judge has come in here and let's take the blessing. What does she think?
So what do you want me to do? I'm sorry for that, lady. Excuse me. Excuse me. No! No, get out of my face, Martin. No, I say no, I can't.
Close the window. Close the window.
I can't. The car is off.
Yeah. That was intense.
Old lady tried to carjack the car just now.
Is that what she tried to do? I think she just wanted a bite of that delectable pretzel bacon burger.
I got it messed up.
Agreed. Justice. You're a hero. Finish that burger.
Alright.
He's taking tiny baby pussy ass bites on it. I like it. Savoring it.
Right.
What the fuck keeps happening with this?
Yeah, I gotta do a lot of editing on this damn video.
Yeah, your editing is second to none. Let me tell you what.
Now, halfway through this burger.
This is the longest 13 minutes of my life.
It needs something juicy inside. It's kind of dry to meat. I don't know why, babe, because I've been waiting.
Thanks to Tier 1 Bubbly.
Yeah,
the resub Venom, Pikachu, Eclipse, and the Prime Fergler. Yeah, I'll do more ketamine speed runs soon. And I have seen the Mountain Dorito pizza. And I have no idea Big T's.
Right? I didn't forget my fries.
Thanks to Prime Spinner.
And I definitely was not going to give it to that lady. You understand? Let me say what it tastes.
Can you turn the video back on? Okay, I have to see more. That was a beautiful disaster. That was like a historic disaster of food review. Everything that could go wrong when eating a bacon burger triple stack calorie crusading Wendy's meal went wrong. Arby's spicy prime rib cheesesteak.
Yeah, just get it off right. Alright, guys.
He's embarrassed by this video.
I'm in the Jamaica
this one must be
Avenue
exceptional.
Hood, right? So I'm not far away from the avenue, and I set to make a video.
So why is he embarrassed by this?
Better be not pricey, but pricey. Ooh. Look at that, mama.
I'm glad he turned on the light in broad daylight.
All that meat. Look at all that meat. That delicious meat.
He gave himself a spontaneous haircut. Stopped by a GTA 5 barber.
Don't leave me now, baby. Get in there. Look at that. Man, look at that.
Fuck.
Right there. I'm just gonna take a bite out of this, man.
Yeah, get in there. Fuck it.
I'm just gonna eat the sandwich.
That is a lot of what are those, red bell peppers?
They put a lot of barbecue sauce inside.
So why is he embarrassed? This is like
the food.
The most basic food review ever.
Oh, that's just the flavor of the food.
Well, yeah, why are they looking at you? You're just eating. Why is that weird?
You gotta eat out the sandwich, man. You don't eat all that.
What are these flashbacks? Or fast forwards, I guess. I don't know. It could be anything.
So, yep, eat all out. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give the sandwich without even eating it?
3.
Oh, there's somebody there.
Without even eating it. How does it smell?
Alright.
Smells alright?
So it was him from the future calling to warn him to stop food reviews. It's a slippery slope.
I was driving to the
next thing you know, you're eating Arby's prime rib cheesesteaks out of the dumpster and bringing it to the car.
The unspicy one.
Oh, what a shame. They scammed you. Go throw that shit on the floor in there.
I need more meat.
Thanks to Resub Humongous in the tier 1 lock.
So here in New York, everything is more expensive.
I'm happy.
Especially the meat and food.
At this point, I'm half expecting him to get like in a car accident here. Like somebody just swerves and takes him out. Anything can happen here.
To the side. I gotta go where there's the meat, man.
Thanks to the prime albino.
Alright, so.
Hey, Edgar.
This, what I think about this meatless sandwich.
Yo, give me your verdict. What do you think? Hey, can you send me you from the past post haircut too? What he thinks?
On a scale of 1 to 5, I give this a
yeah.
2.
That's not terrible.
It's mostly bread.
Well, you also have like a refined palate though, like a celestial palate of the gods. Like maybe it'd be a 2 for you, but a 5 for me. You have to cater your scale to mortals and their taste buds.